Is the Book of Job fact or fiction? This question has intrigued scholars, theologians, and laypersons alike for centuries. The Book of Job, nestled within the pages of the Bible, introduces us to a man named Job, a figure whose faith was tested through severe trials and tribulations. But the authenticity of this book, and indeed its central character, has been a point of contention. Some scholars view Job as a real person, pointing to the book's setting and its references to historical figures as evidence. Others argue that Job is a fictional character, a product of an author's imagination designed to convey profound theological truths. The debate is further complicated by the uncertainty surrounding the book's authorship and dating, with suggestions ranging from Moses to the time of Isaiah. Other biblical passages, such as those found in Ezekiel and James, treat Job as a historical figure, adding another layer to the ongoing discussion. The portrayal of Job as a righteous man who endured suffering continues to provide hope for those facing similar circumstances. Let us delve deeper into the heart of this debate and explore the biblical evidence supporting the authenticity of the Book of Job. The Book of Job introduces us to a man named Job, but who really was this man? Job, as depicted in the Bible, was a man of remarkable righteousness, a virtue that shone even brighter amidst his suffering. In the land of Uz, he was a beacon of faith, his devotion to God unshaken even when faced with the most severe of trials. In the narrative, Job experiences immense hardship and loss, yet his faith remains steadfast. His story is a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the power of unwavering faith. The Bible does not present Job as a mere character in a tale, but as a real individual with a life steeped in faith and tested by adversity. The book of Ezekiel, for instance, places Job alongside Noah and Daniel as men of exceptional righteousness. It is a significant mention, reinforcing Job's existence and his exemplary faith. The New Testament also acknowledges Job. The book of James exhorts believers to consider the patience of Job and the end intended by the Lord, that the Lord is very compassionate and merciful. It's a powerful testament, not just to Job's endurance, but to his faith and his relationship with God. Job's story, then, is not just about the trials he faced, but also about his unwavering faith in God. His patience, his perseverance, and his piety set him apart, making him a figure of inspiration, a symbol of faith in the face of adversity. Despite the hardships, Job's unwavering faith in God paints a picture of a man who was more real than fiction. To understand the authenticity of the book of Job, we need to explore its historical context. The book of Job is set in the land of Uz, a location shrouded in mystery. While the exact geographical location of Uz remains uncertain, it is widely believed to be somewhere in the Middle East, possibly near Edom or east of Israel. This setting provides a certain authenticity to the narrative, embedding it in a real-world historical context. Now let's delve into the timing of the story. The dating of the book of Job has been a topic of much debate among scholars. Some suggest that it was written during the time of Moses, while others believe it was penned during the time of Isaiah. This wide range of potential dates highlights the depth of history and tradition that the book of Job encompasses. The book doesn't exist in isolation, though. It's deeply connected to the broader biblical narrative and history. There are references to historical figures and events, which further ground the story in a real-world context. For instance, Job himself is mentioned in other biblical books like Ezekiel and James, strengthening the argument for his historical existence. The book of Job isn't just about Job's trials and tribulations. It's a window into the lived experiences of people from an ancient time. It's a reflection of their struggles, their faith, and their resilience in the face of adversity. As such, the book of Job isn't just a story. It's a historical document that offers insights into the human condition and the profound questions of suffering and faith. The historical context of the book of Job, the references to real places and figures, and its connection to wider biblical history all lend credibility to its authenticity. The book of Job isn't merely a story spun from the imagination. It's a narrative rooted in history, providing a timeless exploration of human faith and resilience. The historical references and setting of the Book of Job indicate that it is more than just a work of fiction. The question of who wrote the Book of Job adds another layer to the debate on its authenticity. The authorship of this profound text, much like its central character, is shrouded in mystery. Theories abound, with suggestions that range from Moses to a figure from the time of Isaiah. The Moses hypothesis posits that the great lawgiver himself penned the book, given the absence of any law-based justification for Job's suffering. This perspective also takes into account the book's antiquated language and style, mirroring that of the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Bible traditionally attributed to Moses. On the other hand, there are those who propose an author from the time of Isaiah, another significant biblical figure. The reasoning behind this theory stems from the book's literary style and the theological themes it explores, which align with those prevalent during Isaiah's era. Despite these theories, the authorship of the Book of Job remains uncertain. The book itself offers no conclusive evidence of its author, and the Bible as a whole does not shed clear light on this mystery. However, the unknown authorship does not detract from the book's authenticity. The Book of Job's truth is not rooted in who held the quill, but in the rich tapestry of human experience it portrays. It gives voice to the timeless questions about suffering, faith, and the divine, resonating deeply with readers across centuries. While the authorship of the Book of Job may remain a mystery, its message and the lessons it imparts are timeless and real. Having explored the character of Job, the historical context, and the authorship, where does this leave us on the question of the book's authenticity? We've navigated through the narrative of Job, a man tested by God through suffering, yet enduring with unwavering faith. We've delved into the debates around Job's existence, with compelling evidence suggesting that he was indeed a real individual. The Book of Job introduces him as a living entity in the land of Uz, a reality further substantiated by other biblical passages from Ezekiel to James, all treating Job as a historical figure. We've also journeyed through the uncertain terrain of the book's authorship and dating, with theories spanning from Moses to the time of Isaiah. Despite these uncertainties, the book's historical and cultural references lend it a tangible authenticity. But perhaps the most powerful evidence of the Book of Job's authenticity is its resounding relevance across centuries. Its portrayal of Job as a righteous man who navigates suffering with faith provides a beacon of hope for all those facing similar circumstances. The book's narrative delves deep into the human condition, exploring themes of faith, suffering, and endurance that resonate with people across time and space. The Book of Job, whether fact or fiction, is not merely a story to be dissected and debated for historical accuracy. It is a testament to the human spirit's resilience in the face of adversity. It's a narrative that encourages us to question, to endure, and to keep faith, even when the odds seem insurmountable. So, where does this leave us on the question of the book's authenticity? It leaves us with a book that, regardless of its author or its protagonist's historical existence, holds profound truths about the human experience. It leaves us with a narrative that has, and continues to, provide solace, guidance, and hope to countless individuals facing their own Job moments. Whether fact or fiction, the Book of Job offers profound insights into faith, suffering, and the human condition, making it an enduring and valuable part of the Bible.